What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so again, still, the more I watch the news, as usual, there's a lot going on all over the place, as you guys could well imagine. All right, so I'm going to start trying to do this in the beginning, so this way I don't forget. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button, smash it. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. So let's get into what's going on in Iraq, but before I do, a quick rant. This is our group over here, Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. Over here we talk about investment opportunities, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, foreign currency investments. All people are welcome to come here and have dialogue with one another, chat. What I don't like seeing is people coming over here and bashing other people because of the type of investment they chose. That I don't like any, nor would I tolerate any disrespect at all. It's okay that you have an opinion, but here's the thing. If you're not invested into the situation, or any of these situations, then why comment at all? If somebody wants to buy Zim, or Dinars, or the Vietnam Dong, or a particular cryptocurrency, or silver, or gold, just because you don't like it, or you're trying to push them into your belief systems, doesn't make it okay for you to bash them. Take your ass somewhere else. I constantly see people in here, so many people talking about Zim, and they get bashed. If you don't like it, who gives a shit? Then don't comment on it. If you're not in it, then don't comment on it. I get people in here talking about different types of cryptocurrencies, like 12-year-old freaking children. Which one's the best? Who gives a rat's ass? It's okay to have an opinion. But when you start attacking people and cussing them out and calling them names because you don't agree with their opinion, man, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a whole room full of liberals. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyways, this is a new ugly Facebook layout. Looks like crap. But I'm serious, though. Don't come in here, bitch, about people's investment choices. That's up to them. It's what they believe in. That's what they're doing. It's not your place to tell them one way or another. It's okay to share your opinion why you like yours, but don't bash or personally attack people. I don't even have a problem with you voicing your opinion why you won't like something, as long as you do it in a respectful way. But if you're going to start saying, oh, you're an effing idiot because you're stupid, man, don't do that. I can't stand that. All right, you guys, so no politics over here neither. I keep having to remove people that want to push Trump things in here. Don't get me wrong, I love Trump. I don't care what people think of that. But don't bring them into this group here. That's not what this group is for. Bring them over here to the hidden things in front of your eyes. You can talk about Trump in here. You can go here, all this stuff in here, and post all you want. We talk about NESARA, Gesara, current events, as well as political stuff, and stuff that some people call, conspiracy, QAnon stuff. So, nonetheless, bring that all over here. Same thing in here, too. It's okay if you guys have political differences. I mean, this group does lean more towards the right, but there are people from the left that will come in here too. And don't forget, they're going to have people that troll you, so don't try not to get emotionally sucked into that trap. All right? All right, so let's get into what's going on. There's something definitely going on in the Middle East. I'm pretty sure I'm figuring out what it is. Mike Pompeo is still there. And he's over in Israel. I told you, watch. Mark my words, man. The UAE is not going to be the only deal that gets struck. There's going to be other nations before election time that will sign up on this peace in the Middle East. I told you already, Trump should have got the Nobel Peace Prize when he took out ISIS and, freed Iraq, amongst other things. And not to mention that people don't talk about the fact that Trump has taken out eight, not one, not two, like other administrations, but 8 heads of terrorist groups. Nobody talks about it. Yeah, because Orange Man bad. Makes me sick. It makes me sick because people, I don't think, are going to realize just how great of an administration and all the great things that Trump has ever done, because the media keeps spoon-feeding people bullshit. So what I'm hoping happens is that when Trump gets in his second terms, he goes after the media and breaks them up. All you have to do is Google Obama administration related to the media. And like 90% of his staff are related to or married to most of the media groups. This is why you get 90% or 98% positive Obama, 98% negative Trump. Because all of them are getting exposed for the corrupt criminals that they were. Anyway, sorry about my rant. Let's get into this. So I told you something definitely going on in the Middle East. There is absolutely something going on. Like I said, Pompeo's over there. I think you're going to see more nations coming together to help one another out. I think you're going to actually see peace in the Middle East. I told you when Trump was talking with Bibi sitting right next to him, he said there will be peace in the Middle East, and there's going to have to be some compromises. Compromises that both sides might not like. But if they're going to do this, they have to compromise. You know what I mean? So let's get into Saudi loan to the Iraq will be worth $1 billion and a Ministry of Planning agreements to sign between the two countries. So there are other agreements. It's not just a $1 billion, but the $1 billion loan is going to help them. There were a lot of projects that were supposed to have started and been done by now to help rebuild Iraq. But under the other corrupt administrations, you know, a lot of the money was taken and not used on the projects. So there's a lot of incomplete projects. So like I thought they would, they're going to be closely monitored this time. And so you're going to see Saudi Arabia come in, loan $1 billion to Iraq to help them get these infrastructure going. Several of the projects that have stalled, they're going to be started back up again. This is good. This is work for the Iraqi people. You know what I mean? Let's get them off unemployment, get them off relying on the government. Let's get them back to work and paying taxes. This way, then we could rebuild the economy over there in Iraq. So anyways, it goes on to talk about there are other things going on as well. They have signed several memorandums of understanding. Here we go. The visit of the Iraq delegates resulted in signing of a number of memorandums of understanding in the areas of standardization of quality control and the financing of a group of projects from the Saudi soft loan to Iraq, which amounted to $1 billion. So see, there's other memorandums of understanding. I like this, man. I ever since Al-Qademi has been in office, Iraq has been full bore flying down the road, man, getting things accomplished. We're seeing more agreements being made with other countries. We're seeing meetings almost every day with other foreign countries. There's definitely something going on in the Middle East. There's a lot of activity going on, more than ever. So it's exciting to see this. I really feel happy for the Iraqi people. I hope everything goes well. But not just Iraqi people, of course, all those countries over there, all those nations that make up the Middle East. So I'm looking forward to just one of these days making it over there before I'm too old. I always joke around that, you know, I want to go there, but I'm too afraid to get my head lopped off. But that's half truth and half joking. You know what I mean? I've seen videos on YouTubes where couples from America have been over there visiting. They walk around in Iraq. There's just certain parts they won't go to. But that's okay. We have that here in the United States. You can come to the United States and visit if you're not from this country. There are certain parts you don't want to go into and visit, mainly Democratic areas. Sorry. You guys know I can't resist. Nonetheless, let's see here. The Cabinet Secretariat confirms its communication with international companies to implement the e-governance project. So this is how what the project that they're using or the system that they're going to use so that there's better communication between the different types of government agencies is what this is. So before, because they didn't have a way to streamline things, there's a lot of corruption. It was easy to do because there's no way to monitor everything. So this is what this system's going to do. It's going to help e-governance is what it's going to do. So it's going to just be able to, you're going to be able to monitor it really well. You're going to be able to just really wean out, I think, a lot of corruption. That doesn't mean it won't happen. I'm just saying that's it's definitely going to reduce it. So anyways, Al-Qademi met with the French Minister of Armies. And so basically talked about the same thing, what they need to do, the help that is needed in Iraq by the French military, just to help make sure that ISIS doesn't regroup back up and help go and take out pockets of them that still remain. So it's not, it's a, you know, it's a long article, but basically that's what it's talking about through here. You can come in here and read the whole thing yourself, but basically that's what it is. How can the French army come in and help, you know, Iraq, just, you know, stay secure. So yeah, definitely. Again, academic taking control, making sure that the state can stand alone, making sure that it's secure, doing away with a ton of corruption, and we're doing this at net breaking speed. All right. United States calls on all parties in Iraq to respect the international humanitarian law and standards. So what had happened was there was an attack on a UN convoy that was going to feed those refugees out there, and they were attacked. So basically, they're saying, "Hey, look, you guys got to do something about making sure that the United Nations people are there and protected, because they go out there and they do good deeds and helping the refugees that need help and those who have been displaced." So General Electric announces an agreement to link the electrical network between Iraq and Jordan. This is good because it strengthens the electrical grid for Iraq. And so they all need to be looped together, man, all of them, so they can have a really strong electronical grid. The poor people over there in Iraq, I mean, the heat must be scorching in the desert, and they have no AC. No, thank you, man. But not just that. How about lights? Anything like that? All the things that you would benefit from having electricity. So, anyways, that's what this is talking about. Just GE going over and helping connect the grid with Iraq and Jordan, and how it's just going to really strengthen the electrical grid for Iraq. And that there's, I think they said they need to put up there 14 more sub stations is what it is in here. And so that's what they're working on. In the meeting with the political blocs, Al-Qadimi makes a pledge regarding the American presence in Iraq. So again, it's the same thing. The political blocs, especially those who are backed by Iranian puppets, are just wanting the Americans and the coalitions out of there as quickly as possible. Al-Qadimi make an agreement with them. But here's the thing, you can't chase them out of there. There's too much to risk, too much to lose. We can't take, if they make that step, it would be a huge blow in my opinion. I don't know if Iraq is quite there yet, able to rely on their own security forces to clean house. But anyways, they made a commitment that they're going to stick to the promises that were made and try to do what they can to get the United States out of there as quickly as possible, but no longer than the 3 years. And so anyways, this was talked about yesterday in the group, but we're finding out that it was not true, that the finance minister did not resign from Al-Qadimi's cabinet. That's what this article is about. There was something going on about they had some disagreements, but nonetheless, that's not the case. It said during today's cabinet session, the council authorized the Minister of Finance to negotiate and sign a draft agreement to avoid double taxations and to prevent evasions from paying taxes on income and capital between the governments of the Republic of Iraq and the governments of the Swiss Federation, and amended by the State Council based on provisions of Article 80. So no, nobody resigned. And somebody also said that Parliament was dissolved. I heard that rumor going around. I have not been able to find any proof that that happened, but I'll keep an eye on it. If it does, then definitely that would be news to talk about. I'll do an update video later on if that's the case. All right, so the border crossings agreement. So again, same thing. Kurdistan working out agreements between Erbil and Baghdad about who needs to control what areas. Also making sure there's centers for people to come check in on. By securing the borders, it really is going to help out the economies for both nations. All right. So again, it's a long one in here. So again, more resignation talk, and that was about it. So not a whole lot going on. It's just all positive. Everything that I read is positive. I even went to Stars and Stripes again because you got to go over there every now and then and read what's going on. I told you guys there's a lot of these pockets of ISIS members still running around. They've been targeting them and doing a great job at eliminating a lot of the threats. Anyways, I also just sorry about that rant earlier, but again, nothing drives me more insane than going in there and seeing people bitch about what other people do. Really? Why do you care? It's none of your business. That's up to them. If people want to have open dialogue, by all means. If they say, well, why do you think this is no good? And you tell them, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Just be respectful, okay? I don't think it's too much to ask. Once again, you guys, sorry. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later.